A manhunt continues into a third day in Rhode Island as authorities search for the gunman behind the deadly mass shooting at Brown University. Earlier, a person of interest taken into custody was released as new evidence points investigators in a different direction, State Attorney General Peter Noronha said. Authorities say video showing a man dressed entirely in black remains the most useful lead in tracking the suspected shooter.
This person of interest will be released, and I want to make sure that we all understand that this was a very complex investigation, and it still is. So in the sense, we followed on a lead, and we followed on this specific lead, but we were able to examine every single evidence that led us to this individual. And at that point, that's how investigations work. Investigations will tell us whether something is valid or not, whether something needs to be ruled out. It's not a mistake. It's just how investigations work. What we saw in the video is the person we're looking for. Correct.
I would describe that person as a person of interest. So there are a lot of unknowns in this case, and that's one unknown.
One of the things that Providence Police will be doing, and we should let our neighbors know, is that we are searching for additional video evidence. And so neighbors in the area of Brown University should expect to see Providence Police in the neighborhood canvassing, looking for additional evidence, specifically looking for additional video evidence.
The gunman, who appears to be in his 30s, was seen leaving the building on foot, according to police surveillance footage. Local, state, and federal authorities are confident they are pursuing a sole shooter. Providence Mayor Brett Smiley reassured residents that Brown students are safe and no credible threats have been reported to the campus community. Investigators emphasized that while the Wisconsin man initially detained was released, law enforcement continues to collect evidence in the search for the suspect. The shooting left 2 students dead and 9 others injured.
I always felt that Brown is such a safe place, and Providence as well, and so it really kind of hits home. And I know a lot of people were talking about this isn't something that I ever thought would happen here, but I think we definitely all really need this, and of course I'm particularly sorry and sad for the people who were injured and killed and their families. We're all very sad and coming out of a period of being very scared. Everybody's kind of probably going to leave in the next few days from campus. The semester kind of got cut short, so I think I wanted to come out here in particular as a time when everybody is going to be together, to be able to kind of have some closure together on the semester.
Dramatic footage showed students hunkered down in a room at Brown University before police arrived to escort them out of the building following a deadly shooting. The shooting occurred during one of the busiest moments of the academic calendar as final exams were underway. Classes and exams have been canceled as the investigation unfolds. College President Christina Paxton teared up while describing her conversations with students both on campus and in the hospital. As the manhunt continues, authorities urge anyone with information or video footage to come forward, while the Brown community grapples with the devastating impact of the attack.
Shortly, we will be releasing the person of interest who had been detained earlier today, and the Attorney General can speak a little bit about the rationale for that.
U.S. authorities are investigating a shooting incident connected to Brown University after detaining a person of interest identified as Benjamin Erickson, according to law enforcement sources cited by CNN. Erickson is a Wisconsin native and a former U.S. Army infantry soldier with a background in firearms training and ceremonial military duties. According to Erickson's LinkedIn profile, reviewed by CNN, he served in the U.S. Army from 2021 to 2024 as a rifleman and completed sniper training. His profile highlights experience as a firearms instructor, participation in presidential security-related assignments, and ceremonial service at Arlington National Cemetery. Erickson also received a Good Conduct Medal during his time in uniform. The profile further states that Erickson intended to resume his education at Brown University beginning in the fall 2025 semester. Law enforcement sources told CNN that Erickson was not a current student at the time of the incident, though he may have recently enrolled. A spokesperson for the U.S. Army confirmed to CNN that Erickson had no overseas deployments and left the service last year with the rank of specialist. After completing high school in July 2020, Erickson took online psychology courses at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee before transferring to Brown following the end of his military service, according to his LinkedIn account. Beyond his academic and military background, Erickson listed interests including animal welfare, veterans support initiatives, and helping disadvantaged communities. He also noted work experience as a carpenter and volunteer involvement at a horse rescue center. A staff member at Gentle Giants Draft Horse Rescue in Maryland confirmed to CNN that Erickson was part of an Army unit trained at the facility between 2023 and 2024. The unit, identified as the Caisson Detachment of the U.S. Army's 3rd Infantry Regiment, is responsible for funeral escorts and ceremonial duties at Arlington National Cemetery. Former classmates described Erickson as intelligent and reserved. Bryce Jankowski, a high school classmate, told CNN that he had recently exchanged text messages with Erickson, who said he was studying at Brown University and temporarily living in a hotel due to flooding at his apartment. Jankowski said Erickson appeared calm and did not express any troubling views or behavior. Another former wrestling teammate, who requested anonymity, described Erickson as quiet but friendly, noting that he became more outgoing once familiar with people. Public records searches revealed no significant criminal history, aside from a minor traffic citation in 2023 that was later dismissed. CNN observed FBI agents at a Wisconsin residence owned by Erickson's family on Sunday afternoon.